Please hold up on your practice. Please hold up on your practice. Please hold up on your practice.
Keep that ball speed going a little bit.
For those that are interested, this oil pattern is the 2023 Junior Gold Men's TV pattern. Good luck, good bowling.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's coverage of the 2023 Storm U.S. National Junior Team Challenge. This is the Baker qualifying portion of the event. This is the one everybody's been waiting for. 10 total games of qualifying, then we'll come back with the finals this afternoon. Glad you're with us here today on Inside Bowling. What a great event we have here in Delaware. We're in Newcastle, Delaware at Bowlerama Lanes. 6th year for the event. Want to give a shout out to Deb and Billy Gaston for the work that they do in this one here. This is a tremendous weekend of youth bowling. And we had a very special ceremony this morning that I do want to recap. Billy introduced all of the teams this morning and did a really nice tribute to two folks that were gone way too soon that dedicated their lives to bowling and did so much for bowlers.
Attention bowlers,
we want to give a shout out and condolences to Charlene Harmon's family. Charlene lost her fight with her disease, and we will miss her greatly, as well as the shocking passing last week of Dr. Jerry Weems. Our condolences go out to the entire Weems family. And Billy had a nice tribute to them this morning here in the building, and I wanted to pass that message along to everybody at home. We have heavy hearts here this weekend, and a moment of silence earlier this morning for those two individuals and to everyone else that we may have lost recently in the bowling community. So we are here at Bowlerama Lanes, AMF SPL lane surface. And they're bowling on the 2023 Junior Gold Men's TV Final pattern, which is probably the easiest pattern that the bowlers have seen all weekend. They were really challenging in the regular doubles and the Baker doubles. And still will be challenging today, but not quite to the level that it was the last couple of days. And it is 5-person Baker teams, so the leadoff bowler will bowl the first and the first and the sixth frame, and the second bowler bowl the second and seventh frame, third bowler bowl the third and the eighth, fourth bowler bowl the fourth and the ninth, and then the anchor bowler will bowl the fifth and the 10th. Got a lot of teams represented here. This is a 62-lane bowling center. We are using 58 of the lanes, it looks like, here this morning. Do want to thank Storm, our title sponsor, the Bowlers Company. If you're looking for a new bowling ball purchase, I would consider checking out stormbowling.com and looking at a Storm bowling product. Storm also the makers of Rotogrip and 900 Global as well. Make sure you check them out. Support the sponsors. We have a packed house here this morning. It's good to see bowling thriving here in the middle of summer. The talent in this building, I said it a couple times the last couple days, I'll say it again. As you watch these bowlers come through for 10 games of qualifying, these are future champions on the PBA and PWBA tours respectively. All the kids here in the building, they want to bowl on hard conditions and test their ability. Shot making is at a premium, which means you have to rotate it the same way every time, control your speed the same every time, and hit your target the same way every time. I'm going to make one small adjustment to one of my scoreboard cameras here. We do have a lot of people here in the building, so let's see if that's a little bit better. Yeah, I think so. I'm here on lanes 25 through 28. And as you can see, after what the youth bowlers have been bowling on for the last couple of days, give them a little bit of a break on the pattern. Just a slight break here on the pattern. And you see the scores go up. Both teams are clean on 27 and 28. You got a nice four-bagger up on lane 26. If you have any questions for me throughout today's broadcast, you can ask them in the chat. I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. I'm going to dive into this pattern a little bit here for you, as I too am curious. The lane condition they're bowling on, it's 46 feet in length, 31 milliliters of oil, and it looks like it's a... Well, actually, it's flatter than I thought. 1.57 to 1, 1.84 to 1 on the right. So it's still less than 2 to 1. But maybe the length is what is allowing the players to have a little more success here today. Maybe have a little bit of hold, meaning they can miss a little bit left. And the bowling ball can still hit the head pin. Last couple days, you miss left. It's going Brooklyn, the other side of the head pin, or it's going away from that even. This should go pretty quick. 10 games for you, moving every game. We're going to get to see 40 different teams come through here. That quick math. This team on 27 is actually coached by a celebrity in the bowling world, Jackie Miscavige, and you may know her as Jackie Sellers. Won on the women's tour. She won 3 times on the Women's Professional Bowlers Tour. Her daughter anchors this team. Her name is Malia. We've watched her bowl over the last couple of days on our other streams. A very talented bowler. And hello to Lucianne Poff in the chat. She says, go Sean Buck. I actually had Sean in the booth yesterday. He wants to be a sports broadcaster. I had him sit in the booth for a little bit, and that was fun. I really enjoyed my time with him in the booth yesterday. If you didn't get a chance to see that, it was during the last squad, and it's archived right here on Inside Bowling. So we got a possible 216 on lane 25, 198 on lane 26. We would need the split conversion here. We could get to 179 and 164 already posted up on the board on lane 28.
Yeah, great tag, girl.
Nice cover on the split. I got in here this morning and our internet was not working, but it recovered just in time for us to get on the air. So I'm very thankful for that.
Yeah, girl. That's
And I'm glad you're with us this morning.
Great game, girl.
Wherever you may be watching, let me know in the chat where you're watching from. All right, a little trip 4-pin there for 198. Nice start. So now the players are going to switch lanes, it looks like.
Come on, great game, girls. Great start.
We got a lot of matching team jerseys. I see one of the coaches has a taco hat on, and a lot of phones out for all the different balls going down the lanes for social media. This event is definitely being captured in many different ways throughout the bowling center. I would say we've probably got 550 people here. Really cool environment. It's almost like a college environment here. So as they switch lanes and get ready to go into game number 2,
All right, come on, square it up.
guess I should go ahead and swap out the game graphic as well here this morning. And there we go. We switched to game number 2.
Come on, everybody. Yeah, great start.
If you have not been watching this weekend, we had the regular doubles and the Baker doubles on Friday. 9 divisions, and it is U15 girls, U15 boys, U15 mixed. Then we have the same 3 divisions in the U18, and then in the collegiate division, which is over 19 and over. We had 4 squads of triples yesterday, or trios, whatever you prefer. And we had 9 divisions there as well. And then today, the Baker competition. The unofficial results from the triples yesterday, I do want to let you know the winners. In the 15 and under all-female, it was Ava Mazzella, Ariel Gilmore, and Trishna Desai were your champions. In the all-male 15 and under, Stephen Byers, Joshua Hickman, and Sean Jenkins were your winners. This is all unofficial. In the mixed division, it was Trishna Dessa, Angelo Garofalo, and Maxwell Binware. They were your winners in 15 and under. In 18 and under in the triples, all female, Juliana Kerrigan, Malia Miscavige, and Sierra Archangel were your winners. All male, Nate Trentler, Jacob Bollinger, and Bryant Griffith. And in the mixed 18 and under, AJ Hickok, Amber Benson, and Jordan Moore were your champions yesterday through 4 squads. On the collegiate side, the all-female team that took it down was Savannah Razor, Aaliyah Aline, and Jordan Ship. On the male side, it was Andrew Blaney, James Bennett, and Bobby Habitler. And in the mixed collegiate, Maya Aviles, Nick Trentler, and James Bennett were your champions on the collegiate side. Congrats to all the new national champions here. And we've got 3 new national champion teams to be decided here today. 3 divisions today, 15 and under, 18 and under, and collegiate.
Oh, good shot. Great shot.
Players did get to practice on both lanes. It was 5 minutes on each lane. Most of the young athletes are attacking the pattern similarly, trying to use some surface out to create a hook to the right. When you move in a little bit, that's what they tried to do in practice. Score's slowing down a little bit here in game number 2. There is Sean Buck for you right there, throwing a shot. I know we got a Sean Buck fan here, Lucien, in the chat. Again, if you're just tuning in, Baker bowling today, which means there are 5 different players that make up a complete game. 1 and 6 means the first and the 6th frame for the leadoff bowler. 2, 7, 3, 8, 4, 9, and the 5th bowler bowl the 5th frame and the 10th frame. Nice shot there on lane 26. Nice double. That was Jaden Ruth with the strike there. I do have to say that I am digging the floral Hawaiian shirts for the girls team here on lane 28. Very cool. Have yet to strike on this right lane. Let's see if we can get it going here. Oh, solid 9. It's all right. You got to keep filling the frames. They've got quite a group following them here as well. Always on the live stream pair, man. Our man Angelo, he's always on the live stream pairs. Every time he comes over, he goes, "Hey, 4th time." I'm like, yep. How you doing, Eldon Wilson in the chat? Go Scottish Minions from Noblesville, Indiana. Good luck to them. folks, I have been given very little information regarding team names and who's on each team and everything. So I'm going to just do the best I can with what I can see here, everybody. So we've got 58 teams with 5 bowlers. That's 290, I believe the math is on that. I don't know all 290. I apologize, but what I do know is this impressive run of strikes after having 58 in the 5th is an impressive bailout here. 88, 118, 148, 178, going to get in the 200s. Who would have thought with 58 in the 5th that they would get to 200? But they did, and that's a great comeback for the back half of the game there. It just goes to show no matter how down and out you are in the game of bowling, you can always mount quite a comeback. And on the scoreboard, when they write it down on the sheet, 205, but that was a very interesting 205. Open, strike, open, spare, open, and then 6 strikes in a row. 6 strikes in a row, and then 7 for 205. Nice comeback there. For the black and yellow checkerboard team with red and white sprinkled in. And then everybody will be moving pairs, I believe.
Bowlers, we have bowling bags and equipment in the aisleways down to the lanes. They have to be moved.
And
we have a lot of equipment in the building right now, but we need to keep the walkways down to the lanes clear at all times.
Yep, fire marshal
Please
rule there. You hear the announcement being made in-house. Too many bowling balls are being found right now. In the aisleways. It is packed house. And Malia just can't get it going. They have no strikes this game. Now the 1-2-10, and she's a great bowler. I'm pretty shocked that this team did not get a strike on lane 28. And I'm gonna actually push my chair in here a little bit because it's gonna get crazy in here with all these people moving around. But hey, that's a great thing. That is a great thing. All right, so we will wait for the new groups to shuffle in. I will move over the graphic to game number 3, and I might even say hello to you all. Looks like I can do that. A little limited on my equipment here this week, but I'm using my camera on my laptop right here. So hello, everybody, and just want to take a minute to thank Billy Gaston and his entire team and everybody here at Bowlerama Lanes, Jeff Benson as well, the general manager, for having me here. It's been a great weekend of youth bowling, and it's been a good one here. I've really enjoyed it very much, and I've enjoyed you all coming along for the ride and being part of it as well. This is not super busy behind me right now, but down the concourse, it's crazy. So let me take you out to the lanes. I think we have some of the players are starting to come over, or they will be here shortly. But I just wanted to say hello to everybody, and you can see they're moving behind me right now. Looks like our teams will be here in just a moment. Just finishing up down here. They bowl pretty quick through here. All right, we've got some of our teams coming in here. Inside Bowling.
Inside bowling?
Yep. The other cool thing about this event is every team does have a coach, which is pretty cool. How old are the youths? Well, we have all the way from age 10 up to, I believe, 22. Mike, that's, and we've got different divisions. We've got U15, U18, and then the collegiate division, which is 19 and above. So we got a little bit of everything. Got 3 divisions here for you today. So here we go. We get started in game number 3. We got the lefty up here. There you go. Mixes them up. And in this format, if you can get 2 or 3 strikes going as a team, it really helps separate you and get you a lot of momentum going in the Baker system. Remember Earl Anthony used to announce the World Team Challenges with Jay Randolph a lot of times, and he always called it the Baker system, and he used to really emphasize momentum as a group. When you miss a spare, it brings the team down, but when you can start to compound strikes, compound marks, and communicate with one another about what the lanes are doing, considering you only get 2 shots a game, except for the anchor player, of course, could have more shots per game. That leadoff bowler is there to get you information. So we saw the lefty start, and then the first right-handed bowler, and Josh Davenport just bowled. And now he's giving information to his team based off of what he saw from his ball reaction as they communicate from pair to pair what they're seeing out there and then try to make the best guesses possible. It's really very exciting, and that's why they use it in collegiate bowling. And with this being a youth event, with some collegiate players here as well, but it's a good warm-up for these kids to get used to what they may see in college. See Gianna Verano. She is the sister of both Danielle McEwen and Victoria Verano. Here is Nick Platoni. He bowls third for this team. Also on the team, Jaden Conto and Dylan Bolison. Got Ian Powers up right here. Ian finished out our stream yesterday with a strike in the last game of triples in squad number 4. So I'm familiar with Ian a little bit. Also on the team, Logan Bloom. We already saw Josh Davenport. Andrew Arnold as well. Get to see a lot of different bowling styles coming through here. And we got some more teams coming in now for game 3 right next door on 25 and 26. Looks like we got a blue and yellow team matching. Looks good. Cameron Weggert, Brendan Weggert looks like as well. Ara Pitts. We're going to have to keep up together what game they're on here because it's game 3 on the right side of your screen, but they're about halfway through. This group over on the left, it's going to be a little bit behind. Well, here's Dylan Bullison, anchor bowler. Here, let's see how he's going to attack him. A little left to right, keeping it tight in the middle of the lane. Nice shot there, leaves the 10 pin. He's got to be happy with that. Oh, yeah, there you go. How about that break? Getting that 6 pin out of there. And it looks like got things getting going over here now on lane 26. We got Amber Benson's going to lead off on lane 25. So on the right lane, we got the Weggert brothers. Got the last name of Johnson here, but the hair is covering. Craig Crankfield. And I'm seeing next door we got Ara Pitts, Jaden Burrell. We've also got AJ Hickok. Talented players here we've seen come through the last couple days. What a great shot there. Just overpowers the lane and opening double here on the new pair. You gotta love that. Robert comes in a little bit light there. Nicholas comes in high. Again, this pattern is demanding. It is a little under 2-to-1 ratio. But we've got some length on this one. This lane pattern is 44 feet in length, 31 milliliters of oil. So a lot longer. Can create a little bit of hold on the lane. Keeps you a little bit more around the head pin as long as you don't miss too far to the right. Oh, thank you. Her name is Maddie Bogovich. Maddie Bogovich, okay. Thank you, Brian. I see her now. Thank you very much for that. Here on the live stream pair. You have the same last name, so I'm sure you're related in some way. So I'm glad we're able to bring you some coverage here. Her team is clean so far, as long as we can cover this 2-pin here. I always appreciate you guys interacting in the chat with me and helping me out here. Does a great deal. I don't call a lot of youth events, although I do appreciate them for what they are and how awesome it is to have the young bowlers covered and be able to see the future of our sport. But I gotta tell you, when I come in and there's 290 bowlers, 280 bowlers, I just don't know them all. Not even close. But the Weggert brothers here are on this team as well, and there's Brendan. Missed a little bit right there. We are still in game number 3 on both pairs. About to start game number 4 on the right pair. 132 posted on the board. A lot of open frames there in that 132 game. She's my daughter. Awesome. Awesome, Brian. Well, we're going to have your daughter here on the live stream for 2 games right now. So hopefully you get a chance to watch her a little bit here from afar. See if Maddie can make you proud here. Well, I call it like I see it. It looks like Maddie's the anchor bowler, so she must be pretty good if she's trusted with throwing the 10th frame, 5th and the 10th frame here. After an open frame, let's see if she can get things started for her team. Jordan with the spare next door over on 25. All right, well, not a bad opening shot there. She leaves the bucket, the 2, 4, 5, 8. She did hit the pocket. They've been very, very tough this weekend across all the different patterns. All right, folks, I got some information here that just came in thanks to my man Billy Gaston. All right, let's see what we got here. So let's see, game 3, 25 should be 31.
Quick announcement for coaches. We've run into a little challenge, and please just turn your score sheets in at the end of qualifying. Also, we had to have one team switch divisions at the last minute. 2 bowlers didn't show up in one of the U18 divisions, and they picked up 2 collegiate bowlers. So I've had to change the brackets, which means that changes the buys around from what I mentioned last night. I'll go over that at the break.
All right, so a couple last-minute changes here. So I believe...
Again, please make sure you turn your score sheets in to me down at the registration desk when you're done.
So I believe, according to my records here, that we have the Silent Killers on lane 25. And then on lane 26, we have Team 16, which is the Pancakes Kids. Can you help me out with that, Brian? Does that make sense? Pancake Kids, according to what I'm looking at here. Pancakes Kids. And then lane 27. We have Team 33, which is It's All for Fun. And on lane 28 was last game. It's Team 18, which is just one time. There we go. That's it. So those are our team names. I got that figured out. I'm actually going to go through my list here. It's kind of like decoding something, but I think I can get this for you guys. So I can at least give you the team names. All right, that completes game 3 across the board here. 199, a nice solid game. For the Silent Killers, coached by Darren Baker, 18 and under division. How about that break? A little crossover from the lefty. Jaden gets the strike. I didn't notice, but they are changing their lineups around a little bit. AJ with a strike on 26 now. I want to welcome in all of our viewers. You're watching Baker qualifying. We got 10 games for you here. Then we'll make a cut and we'll come back with the finals a little bit later today.
If you're interested in purchasing a raffle ticket, they're located at the front entrance. If you're interested in purchasing a raffle ticket, they're located at the front entrance.
We'll be back about 2 o'clock for that.
Just a friendly reminder, if your belongings are in the middle of the walkway, they need to be moved. If your items are in the middle of the walkway, they do need to be moved.
Technically, I've got a tripod and a table in the middle of the walkway, but hopefully I don't have to move that.
By all means, sit.
All right, since I can't get scores. Since I can't get scores.
And I'm right behind you.
All right, I am now joined by the man, the myth, the legend, the guy who's had a heavy lifting weekend here, Mr. Billy Gaston. Welcome back, man.
Good morning, Mike. Good morning, everybody online. Thanks for joining in. Just want to say, I know that I don't know if you heard the internet was down this morning. I have confirmed with the bowling alley August 2nd through the 4th of 2024. We will be holding the 7th annual Storm U.S. National Junior Team Challenge. As you can see, this is a pretty incredible event. This is 21 and under. There are 3 divisions, 15 and under, 18 and under, and collegiate. And this morning they're bowling 10 Baker games across 10 lanes. They move in different directions, and this afternoon will be single elimination match play until we're done. And each team will get a crystal trophy for winning this national championship.
Yeah, I saw them back in the room. I happened to take a peek at them. They look great. Got
Thank
the
you.
map of the United States on there and everything.
Well, those are for doubles and triples.
Oh, okay. So you got crystal
I
ones
have
for
a big,
that.
I have a big crystal team
Oh, I
trophy.
haven't seen that one
Yeah.
yet. Okay.
I didn't want to get a Helmer Cup because that's already been done. So
Right,
I
right.
usually get these big crystal trophies for the
Awesome.
teams.
Awesome.
So I could have gotten a Stanley Cup, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, the Gasson Cup. We could have done that.
Oh, you just gave me an idea.
There you go. I did also open the broadcast, talking about the moment of silence, and talking about the great tribute that happened here this morning for Charlene Harmon and Dr. Jerry Weems. And I know that was very difficult for you to deliver to the entire crowd here, 400 or 500 people in the building. But we did take a moment to just kind of reflect on that when we opened the broadcast here today. So
I appreciate that. And actually, John Voorhees, Micah's dad, told me that he actually When he heard me say something about being sad, he said he thought he knew what was coming because he knows me pretty well, and so he ended up videotaping that, and he actually sent it to Mrs. Weems.
Oh, nice.
So I'm glad that hopefully they can be a part of this and celebrate with us, celebrate their lives with us today.
Absolutely. And I know you've probably got things racing in your brain on ideas for maybe doing something moving forward. Always remember the people that have helped youth bowling. So, but hey, we're well underway here. Things are going good. We got fired up right in the nick of time to be able to bring all the competition. We've had no issues, no hiccups, and we've seen some great competition coming through here. Some great players, and man, I'll tell you. This pattern here, even though it's still demanding and the ratio is very difficult, because it's longer, we're seeing the teams have a little bit more control of the pocket, which is kind of cool to see here, since you only get 2 shots a game.
Well, I like using the longer ones for the team bakers. Usually they're a little more higher volume, and those are typically the kind of patterns they use in college. You look at the 33-foot pattern that we used on Friday. I don't think you'll find a college tournament that'll use that pattern. Sometimes they'll get, I think, as low as 37 or 38 feet, but it's pretty uncommon. Typically, they usually stay in the 40 to 40-foot range. They usually use medium-length patterns in college.
AJ's last shot, after he throws it this spare, I want to bring it back up again here. This messenger was just super fast. Nice cover. Let's take a look at it again. Just didn't quite get there.
Unfortunately, I do not know the names of the 2 subs that stepped up. This typically... Well, we normally don't have people that call the morning of and say we're not coming.
Sure.
But, I think one year we had a kid that slipped in the bathroom while they were getting ready to come and got hurt and couldn't bowl. People have been in car accidents on the way. People ask me, and actually one of the moms had messaged me a week or so ago and said, hey, my son didn't get an opportunity to bowl. Do they normally use subs? And I said, well, sometimes teams like having 6 because it makes it easier for doubles and triples.
Yeah.
And so they bring 6 if they know ahead of time. Also, in case something happens to a kid. One of my bowlers from Maryland actually hurt his shoulder yesterday and can't bowl today, but they already had 6 on their roster. I said, you never know what's going to happen with this many people. So I said, just come and watch and enjoy it and bring your bowling balls, and you never know what could happen. And she came up to me with a huge smile on her face, and she's like, my son was so glad he's going to be able to bowl in this thing. This is great.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So there's always a lot of good stories around this thing and kind of what happens.
Speaking of what happens, let's run through the rest of today. We got the 10 games of qualifying here, which they're bowling pretty quick. Yeah. I mean, they are really getting this. They're going to be 4 games in here, and it's just 10:05 right now. So
that's good. So I can get people out early.
So it looks like we'll probably be done around 11:30, 11:45 or so. So then what happens after that?
So what'll happen is we do re-oil for match play because they have 2 machines here, but they told me the patterns I gave them, for some reason, they can only use in one of the machines, so it's going to take a little longer to re-oil, which is okay. There'll be a lunch break. Some people go out for that. I know some people tailgate in the parking lot.
Mike Sinek is here.
Yeah, that's my family's from Maryland, tailgate in the parking lot every year now. And so what we'll do is we'll be setting up for awards. We'll be handing out, Danny Wiseman has graciously given us $1,000. We have 4 $250 awards to give out. The Mid-Atlantic Bowlers Tour will be giving out their Player of the Year trophies. And then we have all the awards that were earned during doubles and triples. All the teams will be getting their awards during the break. and we'll announce who's bowling on which pairs. And when we're done, it's single elimination match play. It's best 2 out of 3. The championship matches are best 3 out of 5. And we just keep bowling until we're done.
And we'll have the final matches right here.
All the final matches will be live streamed, yeah.
Okay. And what time do you think those final matches will take place?
It's hard to say. I think we have 4 or 5 rounds of match play, so I would think, I think there's different number of teams in the different divisions, so each championship match will probably be at a different time, so that hopefully we don't have to put them next to each other in order to get them on the live stream, but if we have to do that, we will.
Okay. So we're looking at maybe like 5 o'clock, something like that?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully before.
Yeah,
that would be nice. We have a lot of people who drive in from long ways away, and I'd like to get them out on the road before it gets dark.
And then what time will we fire the stream back up for all the awards and everything?
That depends on when qualifying's over.
Okay.
So I'll have to let you know.
All right. I just like to let our viewers know what's going on, what time to tune in, what time to block out today.
All the balls in front of the Pro Shop, the front doors, and our main walkway, they have got to be moved. It is a safety issue. If they're not moved, we're going to start moving them back to the game
So
room
Mad
area.
Mike asked how old these youths are. This is actually a combination. I used to do 20 and under, and what happened was I've been running this tournament now for 6 years, and some of the kids that were with us from the beginning, before they even went away to college, and they came to me last year and said, we want to bowl with our friends one more time before we graduate. And so I changed it this year to 21 and under. So as long as you don't turn 22 before July 31st, you're eligible to bowl this, even if you went adult. So we have one division of college bowlers. So if you're 19 or older, or if you've bowled in college, we actually had somebody who's still 18 who bowled in college, and so we had to put him in the collegiate division. But then it's 18 and under and 15 and under. So basically, almost any age can bowl this. And kids, they fly in from California, one from Georgia. We have kids from Florida. We have kids that bowled at a number of schools across. I can tell you we have kids here who have bowled at Indiana Tech, at Milligan, at Muskingum, at Lawrence Tech, at Weber. Where else? McKendree. What other schools? Sacred Heart. Monmouth University. I think one of the kids that bowled at Weber told me he was transferring to Northern Oklahoma. And then we have a number of kids who are graduating high school who are some of the top high school bowlers in the country who are headed to a bunch of schools this year. So it's a great mix. It's a great level of competition. I will tell you that this is the first year in a couple of years that a lot of name bowlers that people don't know, Caitlin Abaganya and Avery Dumigan, Caitlin Stull, Gianna Brandolino, Abby Starkey, they are not here, mostly because they're bowling other events. Gianna was in Peru with Team USA. Some of them are on the Storm Evolution team, and they're heading to Sweden. And so they just had other commitments. And if I could go to Peru or Sweden, that's probably better than coming to Delaware. So
yeah.
Especially to bowl special competitions like that. So yes, we've gotten a couple of years ago. I told Mike that I pretty much one year had every Team USA player here. The Bones have typically come to good friends with them from New Jersey. They just live up the road here. But this year they're going to college. Natalie Kent, Doug Kent usually coach their team, would come down and bowl, and they're all heading to college for the first time, and so they just have a lot going on. So we've always had, a lot of, top people here. Parker's coached here. Doug's coached here. Carolyn Doran Ballard's coaching this year. Alyssa is here bowling with a team. So a lot of high-level competition. As I was saying, one year I had every Team USA player here except for Jillian Martin and Spencer Robarge. And so to have them literally travel across the country to come to bowl my event is really an honor.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And I take a lot of pride in that.
Let's introduce the teams here with my decoder pin here. I think I got it. On lane 25 this game, we have team number 43, which is Fury Solid 10 Pro Shop. Look like they're coached by Larry Gitlitz, and that's the collegiate division.
Right.
Then on lane 26.
Larry was actually a substitute. John Fury is a well-known regional player, and he made the cut at the York Regional this weekend.
Otherwise, he'd have been here.
Show. Otherwise, John would have been here. But Larry's daughter, Morgan, is one of the ones that begged me to raise the age limit to 21. She currently bowls at Tulane. She had an academic opportunity this summer, and as part of that, she kind of got stuck down at Tulane in New Orleans and wasn't able to come up.
So then on lane 26, we've got the Strike Hunter, with Derek Hunter is the coach of that team there, and they are in the 15 and under division.
And that team's from York, Pennsylvania. I think the York-Harrisburg area. Kind of a new team, which is good. It's always good to get some new teams in, especially in the U15s, because that's hopefully keeps them coming back.
And then looks like on lane 27,
the Mejijos.
Yep, number 45, the Mejijos, Bryant Mejijo Collegiate Division team here.
Yeah, that's actually a mixed team. Ayanna Carroll bowls for St. Francis, I believe. Miles Peck might be on that team. Looks like he bowls for Midland. They have a mixture. I think Diana Saban is in the process. I think she just graduated. They're from Woodbridge, Virginia. I mentioned Sandy Driver yesterday. She runs a huge youth league that's out of Woodbridge, Virginia. They have over 100 kids out of that house. They run actually multi-shifts for their youth league, and they have 4 teams here today. So Spencer Song is also on that team. He bowls for Emmanuel University, and then Zante Spahn has graduated high school, and he's headed to Ottawa University.
And then on lane 28, we have the Little Rascals, 15 and under, coached by James Washington.
And Coach Washington and that team is from the Southern Virginia area. I believe somewhere around Ashland, Colonial Heights, Midlothian, somewhere in the general Richmond area. This was a team that came last year for the first time, and they're back.
So there we go. We got all the teams introduced and several different divisions represented. We look at lane play here, and we do have a clean game going right here. No pressure on Colin up on lane 26, but let's see if Colin Tagger here can pick the spare. Clean game. That's what you want to do, is you want to fill frames here, especially in the Baker system. That's what Earl Anthony used to always call this, not Baker format, the Baker system. And I like to always give a little throwback to Earl Anthony. He and Jay Randolph did all those team challenges together.
Those are fun to watch on TV.
Yeah, and there's a lot of them that have resurfaced on Facebook and YouTube in the last couple of years.
You always see people you don't expect to see bowling those things.
Yeah, you're right. I was tagged recently in a post from Barb Spigner. She had one of the old YABA Top Stars magazine pamphlet things, and she had pointed out in there the 300 games that were in there from like 1995, I think it was, and there were so many like bowling executives that were all listed in there, and I made the list, so I got tagged in it.
That's funny.
And yeah, there were a whole bunch of people in there.
You're starting to give away your age.
I know. I know. It was pretty cool.
So I shouldn't tell you, speaking of giving away your age, I shouldn't tell you as a young boy, I went to my mom and dad took me to the Don Carter Open Pro-Am that was in Madison Square Garden, which used to have a 48-lane house. And I saw people like Ski Foremski and Dave Davis bowling.
Didn't you guys go there on horseback? And then the Model T came out several years later?
Yeah, pretty much.
I think so. There we go. Keeping this clean game going here. Out of sight. Matthew, out of sight. I'm loving that. I'll tell you what, I do kind of like there were some books written about motivation, right? And there's this whole philosophy regarding what you have on your shirt that you can will yourself into believing what it says on your shirt, right? So one of them is through like
do I believe in the storm?
Yeah, I guess you're right. So, there was something that's like there was like a dating book even that said that if guys were to wear a shirt that said like "Don't talk to me," it was more attractive to women because they would go up and say, "Oh, well, he doesn't want anybody to talk to him. I should go up and talk to him," right? So it's just like the subliminal messaging. So whenever I see in bowling people wearing these shirts that are trying to motivate themselves and their teammates, I always kind of appreciate that.
That's funny.
I like that.
I could see that being true, though.
Yeah. Like, a lot of times you see off the sheet, it'll be on somebody's shirt, something like that, or, and it send some messengers. But I like that. I'll tell you, there's a lot of thought put into these jerseys, getting all matched up.
Last time, last call.
It's such a cool thing to see people, to see and know that people put that kind of thought into your event,
Yeah.
And, I've had people tell me they start putting their teams together in February and March. So.
And then, you've got, I just look over to the right over here on 29 and 30, and we've got the team Where's Our Hits, coached by Carolyn Doran-Ballard, and Dell Ballard's right behind. I mean, what an opportunity for these kids to be able to be coached by them. Of course, Alyssa on the team, but that's a very talented team. I'm really, I like this Andrew Blaney. He came through here yesterday. Really good player. Really like his game.
One of my kids that made Team USA. Yeah, they have a very strong team. Nate Trentler is one of the top high school players in the country going to Milligan.
I'm a little disappointed in this fill ball on lane 26 here because they bowled a nice clean game. I thought for sure they'd get to 200, and they 199.
Yep.
Still a great game, but I would have liked to see them get over the 200 number there.
Yeah, you don't see too many clean games in Baker normally.
Not on
especially
the
with
conditions you put out. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that's another thing with having people. I mean, there was a picture that I took a couple of years ago. I think it was Carolyn, Parker, Doug Kent, Danny, Wiseman, were all here, to support the event. And again, for somebody like me who I don't consider myself big in the bowling world, to have that kind of support of people that come and do that. And Dell is another one. Dell doesn't often travel much anymore, but he's been at this event the last couple of years. So now, I mean, Carolyn does have family in New Jersey because she's from New Jersey. Her sister still lives there. So I guess they get to take some time and visit with family too, since they're up here. But even so, it's an honor to have people like that come to your event.
Yeah, I'm hoping Dell can get his voice back at some point in time because he's got so much to deliver verbally to people. That's one of the things I'm really rooting for Dell because he's doing pretty good, but I'd love to see him get his voice back.
Yeah, great.
Dell's one of the smartest guys in bowling. I think that's one of the hidden gems. A lot of people forget about Dell, just how good of a coach and how much he understands the game and knows what's going on.
Well, and they do a lot with the kids in Texas at the Ballard Academy as well. I mean, I know kids from here that have gone down to be coached by them and just travel down to Texas.
Moving right along here. Past the halfway point here this morning. Glad you're with us on Inside Bowling. Mike Flanagan here with Billy Gaston, tournament director. He and his wife Deb do such a great job with this event. 6th year for it, and we just announced today that we'll be back next year for a 7th year.
So if anybody's listening and they want to get in on this, by all means, feel free to contact me.
And also, I'm petitioning that next year I get to bowl in the 45 and under division. Want to bring my team in here. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but I am going to keep putting it in the suggestion box.
I don't know. If I have some room, maybe I will create an adult division and see who shows up.
Well, that's kind of the joke that I make about Junior Gold, and I mean it with a lot of positive intent here, but it seems like Junior Gold, the divisions keep, growing. The event keeps growing, and one day we're eventually going to have, welcome to Junior Gold 2085. My name is Mike Flanagan, and I don't know how I'm still alive, but I am. I'm 107 years old, and we're going to start things off with the U90 division today. I used to date this little young lady right here a few years ago, we should have adult gold, junior gold, senior gold. But then at that point, they'd have to rename the things because gold would probably go with the seniors. We'd probably have like some other
They'd
sort
be
of
the bronze.
junior bronze, or something. What's a young stone? I don't know what a young stone is. Maybe like cubic zirconia, and then maybe the final is the diamond. You get to the diamond division, maybe.
Well, they have the diamonds in the women's, right?
Yeah, I think, yeah. Yeah. There we go. That's a good shot by the lefty. Here, maybe I might educate you on something. Obviously you know a lot more than me regarding this event and all the bowlers and everything. But up on the scoreboards, I don't know if you were in here with me or not when I was talking about it, but the AMF created this character up here. This bowling ball you see, he has boxing gloves on and everything on the on-screen graphics that have been coming across all weekend.
Uh-huh.
Do you know the name of that guy? Do you know his name? He actually has a name.
Really?
Yeah, AMF named him. I used to work for AMF at the time when they introduced this character on their boss scoring.
His name's not Cubica, is it?
No. His name is the Goofball.
Really?
That's his name. Yeah, the Goofball. He shows up when
the
there's strikes.
origin of that?
What's that?
Do you know the origin of it?
No. There he is. That's the Goofball right there. He's going to be shot out of the cannon into the pins.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah. Not many people know that.
That's great.
AMF also used to make a series of bowling balls called the Oddball. They used to have the Oddball, the Kong, a bunch of different ball names. Brunswick also had some as well. I think the Kong might have actually been Brunswick.
That was the one thing I asked Matt when he went to work for EBI was, how did they come up with the names of these balls? And the one time I was there in the office, there was like a whiteboard with like all these words,
Yeah, the names of the bowling balls, it's kind of run its course. I petition that there should be some balls named after people. So, and it would be based off the characteristics of the people that work for your company.
Well, Gary Parsons in Guru, right? That ball, Brunswick made that ball, and they that was named for him.
Got a nice game going here on 28. Yeah, I always thought, if you're looking for something dependable, that's always there, always going to be there. You could name it after somebody that works for your company that shows up on time, that is always dependable, always stays late, whatever. You would name it after them. So if their name was Steve, you would call it Steve.
But years ago, right? I mean, you had Petraglia had his name on the LT-48. Dick Weber had his name on the 5-star. Earl had his name on the Ebonite ball. I mean, they used to put their names. I mean, well, Bomo puts his name on the ball right now.
I also think it'd be funny on a telecast if you had an entire brand just name their bowling balls like human first names, right? Randy would be like, and today, Billy Gaston, his arsenal, let's take a look at it. Currently, right now, he's throwing the Bob. He's also got Mike, Jim, and Larry in the bag if he needs it. And, of course, his spare ball, Sally. I thought that would be fun. Yeah, I'm sure Rob Stone would have a heyday with that. Randall, what do you think? Do you think he needs to put Bob away?
And then somebody named Bob would sue the ball companies for trademark infringement, right?
Yep. And then
using their name without their permission.
Then when the company comes out with a ball called Rob and Rob Stone's on the air, he'd be like, oh, I'm rooting for this guy. He's throwing me down the lane, Randy. See, it could be fun. It could be fun. There's the goofball boxing up there. There he is. That's how we got started on this tangent.
That's funny. I think this is game 6?
Yep, game 6. Yeah, I usually have my monitor with me and you'd be able to see it up on the screen, but I just got the small one here.
It's okay.
I've actually been very, very pleased with everything here. The little internet hiccup this morning was a little surprising, but outside of that, man, this place has been gangbusters. We've been streaming at 4 megs, which is the max we can do. The temperature in here has been great. It's been a little chilly the past couple days, but with all the people in here, I'm very comfortable today.
I told you it was going to be packed.
Yep.
Today.
The staff has been amazing.
Yeah. It's really a great place to run an event. We were talking about that last night when we were talking about coming back, and Jeff said, hey, whatever you want, whenever you want, we're yours. So
Colette wants to bowl in the U45 division with me next year.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. It was the Ebonite Gyro. I remember those balls. I was telling somebody the story. Somebody posted a picture of a Dick Weber All-Star that had the 5 stars on it. And back when I was a very young boy, I had a Bonanza ball. Anybody remembers those balls? They were plastic. And I threw it one day, and the guy came back from the back of the lanes, and he had a half of each of the ball in each hand. And I begged my dad to take me to a pro shop, because the original ball I had was drilled in a Model de Vegas. And they had Dick Weber was my favorite bowler, and I begged my dad to buy me that ball. It was the most expensive ball in the shop. It was $35. Back then, you didn't have a lot of choices. You had all the Manhattan rubbers. You had, the gyro. You had the Dick Weber ball. You had a few Columbia balls, the yellow dot, white dot, and that was pretty much it until till Don McCune decided to soak some balls inside a
Right.
hotel room.
What a spare. Great spare there.
That was Joshua Hickman. Joshua lives down in Colonial Heights, Virginia area. And he and his dad would come up and bowl some of our Mid-Atlantic events.
Let's take a look at it one more time. There we go. That's a good one.
The kid that's up on lane 27, Daniel Robertson. A lot of people don't know about him. He's kind of one of these kids that flies under the radar. He's been an SYC champion. He was a PBA Junior National qualifier. Real winners. Again, every once in a while you find a kid who really super talented that flies under the radar. And I would say he's one of them. You see his name a lot in the Northeast at the top of youth events.
Strikes on his fill ball. Nice 212 game bowled here on lane 28. And this is the time where the players move around. And we'll see some new groups come in.
Yeah, the move for people that might be interested, the move that I have is it starts with a pair. Each team bowls 2 games on a pair. They switch lanes after each game. And then after each game, they move a different number of pairs to the right and to the left, depending upon where they are. The first game, I think they moved 2 pairs. Second game, I think it was 5. Third, they moved 3. So I get them to cross the house in either direction. That takes into consideration them, so teams don't get stuck with the benefit of breaking down lanes. They have to cross, and sometimes even bowl on the same pair with a much younger team and figure that out. And so it just becomes interesting as you cross the house and have to deal with all that.
Yep. 38 and 40. So coming over, we're going to have Let's Go 2.0, coached by Nicole Martell. Also going to have Century Extreme, coached by Bill Glazier. It looks like we're going to have Just Wanna
Rock.
Just Wanna Rock.
Yeah, okay. I missed the R, sorry.
All right. Vernon Hamdog is the coach there, and then Locked In Pro Shop. Locked In Pro Shop, Tyrone Feeling.
Yeah, again, these are 4 teams I'm fairly familiar with from the Northeast. Looks like there's a big game. Carolyn's team is putting together a pretty good game over there.
Yes, they are.
And is that Andrew, bow and anchor?
It is.
Looks like they'll be in the 2 teens, maybe 220.
222 with a spare and a strike.
Yep.
6-pin. All right, now you can see that off on the right-hand side of your screen. And because they've thrown so many strikes, the team just to the left of them is a little bit behind them. Nice little crossover Brooklyn there, though. 15 and under team. Getting ready to go into game number 7.
Yeah, they're moving at a good pace, so that's good.
Nice shot there. Which stepladder do you think we'll end up having first?
On the live stream?
Yeah, the U15.
I don't know. I might put I'm trying to remember. Yeah, because those teams moved around with divisions, the U15, is it the U15? Oh, the collegiate one now has a play-in game because they have 17 teams.
Okay.
So they basically have a play-in match.
I was
so
just
17
thinking,
will bowl 16.
I was just thinking there's the least amount of teams in the 15, so they'll probably be done the fastest, right?
Oh, yeah, as far as being done the fastest, yeah.
So they'll be up first, probably.
Oh, in terms of the championship matches, yeah.
15 and then probably 18, and then collegiate. Well, probably 15, maybe collegiate, then 18.
Right. Yeah, I think that's how it's going to go.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. My first year at an event is always always a little uncomfortable for me, just making sure I understand everything and I let the folks at home know what's going on. But I think I got it now.
But it'll go faster. I mean, if you think about it, how I've had it the last couple of years, the U15 had maybe 10 teams, and then I had 45 in the older group. So as you work through the matches of that, it can take a while. So we typically finish the last couple of years around, I want to say around 7:30 or so. I think we'll be done before that.
It amazes me how these Home Depot or Lowe's or True Hardware, Ace or whatever fans have become such a thing in bowling centers now.
Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe need to bring one over to show you. So there is a company in Maryland called Bowl Dry, and they have these mini fans. So they're not as big as that, and they come with a recharger. We were selling them, and they will put your logo on them.
Oh, cool.
Whatever you want on them. So they're pretty cool, and they're pretty inexpensive. But a lot of kids carry around these big fans like we used to carry around boom boxes.
Yeah. They have them on the PBA 50 tour, too. They're everywhere on the 50 tour.
Time to buy stock in Xiaomi or whatever that company is that sells them.
Yeah, well, they all have them. I mean, whether if it's Cobalt or DeWalt or Ryobi, all of them.
It's a shame you're moving. You can come to there's a PBA 50 event at Lightning Strikes in Fort Myers.
Yeah, I know. I've got friends down there that I saw last year because I did the whole PBA 50 tour, and this year I've gotten people sending me messages saying, do you not work for Bowl TV anymore? And I'm like, look, guys, I signed up for 120 days. I was at 100 at the end of May. I was just very front-loaded on the year. There's plenty of other people that can live stream that work for Bowl TV. They can have their events. I'll take my events. I can't do it every week.
I was wondering how that worked, and I know you had mentioned that because
they'd let me work.
Seems to be different people that are doing that.
Yeah, they'd let me work 220 days if I wanted to. I just can't do it.
Right.
If you want me to continue doing this for years to come, I can't work that many. I'll get burnt. I'll have the Matt Cannizzaro thing happen to me where you just get to the point where it's just too much.
Yeah.
I've tried to balance it as much as possible, and I try to also make time for my own brand to be able to go out and do some things like this.
Right.
My graphics guy is awesome. I really like the graphic package we have this weekend. I really like how everything's tuned in with the storm colors and your title sponsor. This is a good opportunity. I haven't mentioned it in a while, but I'd like to thank the other sponsors here as well. This is a PBA Junior affiliate event. PBA Junior helped sponsor this event. Also want to thank Dr. Leo Menendez, his wife Amy, and kids Nick and Michael for supporting the event over the years, kicking in some dollars here. Dr. Leo Menendez, of course, from the Center for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Got some pro shops here. World Class Pro Shop, DKJ Pro Shop, Bowlers Mart, and Double Up Pro Shop right here in the bowling center that have donated items or cash to the event to bring more scholarship money. Bowler Supply, which is a great distributor up here in the Northeast that helps all the pro shops in the area. Thank you to them.
And this weekend they actually have a trade show and a PBA regional that they run every year in York, Pennsylvania.
Nice.
Where they're located.
And then Coolwick is the official jersey supplier of the U.S. National Junior Team Challenge, and they are on site. So make sure you check out coolwick.com for all their jerseys. Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, which also has the Collegiate Expo. They're famous for that. The Coughlin Family, Vicki and David, who are here running the event with you, and of course Recruit Us, who we talked to our man Dennis Strohmeyer on the opening day about that, and kids are getting recruited for college, and it's great to have Recruit Us here on site, and of course the Danny Wiseman Scholarship Tournament kicking in some dollars as well.
The balls that were in front of the pro shop, they've been moved back to the game room area. But now people are stocking balls in front of the other bar, and they're blocking our door to get out of our entrance. The balls cannot be blocking any entranceway or any walkway. Please move the balls all back to the game room area. The game room area is open to all your balls.
Game room area is open to all your balls. So maybe this is why at Junior Gold they limit the amount of bowling balls.
Parents, we're only stressing this because this is becoming a safety issue. Drinks are being spilled into ball bags. The kids' balls are wet. People are tripping, they're falling. If an ambulance needs to come through here, we're not going to be able to get anybody out of here. The ball bags have got to be moved in front of the concourse area.
Yeah, it hasn't been this bad, and we've had more teams before, so I'm not sure. You know, people always talk about limiting the balls. When Matt bowled Junior Gold, when you qualified in your local qualifier, they would send you your package, and your ball card was in your package, and you had to tell them which 5 balls you were using before you ever went there and even threw a ball in practice.
Yeah.
So anybody who wants to complain about the balls, I just try doing that.
So we got Let's Go 2.0 coming in on lane 25. On lane 26, we have the Just Wanna Rock. Over on 27, we have Century Extreme. And on lane 28, Locked In Pro Shop. Some more familiar faces.
More familiar faces. So Fernan Handog's team, his son bowls. I forgot the name of this, where he bowls. But these are bowlers we saw almost every day. Kieran Knox at SCAD, Kai Struthers, Lucas Francis from Purdue, and Aiden Davis, who is headed to Lawrence Tech. And looks like Lucas is peeling it off the gutter with a reactive ball.
Yeah, this would be one of the teams to beat, I would think.
Yeah, they have a strong team. We had a lot of upsets last year. We got into match play, and in the 18 and under, I think there were 6 higher rated teams that lost in the first round.
And all teams make it to the bracket?
All teams make it to the bracket. That was the benefit of this. No cut. Anybody can win. Qualifying doesn't matter. I mean, you could get a bye depending upon how many teams are in the bracket. But
and how many rounds is the 3 out of 5?
It's 2 out of 3.
2 out of
each
3
round, and then the championship match is 3 out of 5.
Okay, that's what it was. 2 out of 3,
and it's single elimination. So that was my point behind this. Is hey, experience this. Qualifying is great. You get to bowl all these Baker games. And then, hey, you can qualify. If you have 10 teams in a division, you qualify 8th, you can still win, right? I mean, the benefit, depending upon the number of teams, if you finish higher, is you get a bye. And you're always bowling against the lower seeded teams.
Right. And then
that's another thing. That's another thing is I reseed after every round. It's not it's not a normal bracket.
Okay.
And that drives the parents nuts because they look at the bracket board and go, "Oh, we should be bowling that team," and it doesn't work that way because I reseed after every round.
Okay. So also when it goes to the best 2 out of 3, the higher seed gets lane choice for the third game.
Yes. And where to start, obviously.
Right.
But that's the benefit of in reseeding. That's also the benefit of not dumping games and qualifying high. Is not only you get a bye, but you're always bowling against the lowest seeded remaining teams.
Yep.
So the two teams here, it looks like purple's the big color. I don't know if you went through the triple scores last night. There were some pretty big scores that were, I think the really good bowlers figured it out.
I didn't go over the scores, but I did read your Facebook update here, all the winners.
So we're going to set up the awards table here so that we'll be able to view the awards, see all the winners.
That was a powerful shot.
Yep. So I believe this is, that's Chase Glazier, the son of the coach. They're from the Hampton, Virginia area. Team to the left of them is from New Jersey. The team to the right is kind of a mixed bag. We've got some of the girls that we saw that bowl in college. Logan Brown used to bowl the Mid-Atlantic Tour. I forgot which school she's at. Jay Sean Billings and Corey were our local bowlers from the Mid-Atlantic Tour. Jay Sean just graduated high school, and I think Corey did as well.
Oh, that's a bad break for Kieran. 7-10 in the pocket. He must be a pretty good player if they got him anchoring this team with the squad they got.
Sometimes it's who has the look, right? And you're Bolin Baker.
Actually, that's not Kieran, is it? What's his name? The two guys on his team have the same jersey. I know they don't have the same name.
Oh, that might be Jonathan Applewhite.
Yeah, that seems right. I do remember seeing him come through. I'm like, I know I saw Kieran Knox.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing double here. That goofball's dancing up there now.
Yeah, I think Kieran's up now. So I think when this game's over, I'm going to go check on how other stuff is going on, and then I'll let you know about the break.
Yeah, about what time? Yeah, we should come back on. I'm guessing about 1:20 to 1:30-ish, but
It's 11. This is game 7.
Yep.
11:30. Finish about 12:30. Yeah, probably. I would say probably about 1:30. It looks like we'll probably be close.
Your awards take, what, about 20 minutes?
We have 63 trophies to give out, so, but those are doubles and triples teams, so it'll be 2 and 3 at a time. But yeah, it'll probably take about, all the awards probably, I would say, probably take close to a half hour. We got to get pictures of all the kids and everything.
Then you go home tomorrow and sleep for 2 weeks?
No, actually, we're staying in a hotel tonight. We're driving to my brother-in-law's house. He lives, he actually runs the, I know you like kind of different and new things. My brother-in-law, Debbie's brother, runs the Entrepreneur Lab at Wake Forest University.
Oh, cool.
And is very well known in that world. Just came up back from Denmark after teaching a class over there. I got to run.
Okay, bud.
All right. Nice talking to you.
Yep.
Hopefully be back during match play.
Thanks, Billy. It's Billy Gaston, everybody. He'll be back during match play a little bit later. But it's time to start running the event a little bit more, which I completely understand, but I appreciate him coming in and giving some information to all of us about what's going on here. It is his event. He knows all the bowlers. Great shot. All right, just like that, we go into game number 8. Eldon Wilson here in the chat wants to give a shout out to Zach Wilson on lane 29, right next door. Good luck with bowling at Vincennes with our old high school teammate Caden Russell. All right. I watched Jake here bowl a little bit throughout the weekend. I was really impressed with his game. Watch him bowl in the triples. He's anchoring his team here. Jake Lau. Urethane out. Looks really good on that shot. On 25. Nice shot by the lefty. They got a nice game going here. See if they can keep it coming down the line.
Parents and coaches, if you haven't purchased
nice triple up on the board.
We'll soon be doing last call. We have 50 or 60 prizes we're giving away. Please purchase the raffle tickets. All of that money goes directly into the prize funds for today.
Kai Struthers looking to take it to a 4-bagger here. And he does. The more I watch this young man bowl, the more I'm impressed. Aiden Davis missed left on his target there, but still a great game going here. I'm sure he'll cover this. Can still bowl 239. All right. Shot looks really good. Nice game here going on 25. That was a good shot on 26 as well. Trying to set up the 10th frame. Leaves the 10 pin. 229 the max now. All right, 229, 174, 129, possible 182 with the spare conversion here, which is not easy to pick the spare. $180. So we'll get ready to go into game number 9. Looks like on lane 25 we're going to have Trust the Process by Frank Phillip as the coach. 1932. We're going to have the Gutter Dusters with Tom Welker is the head coach. And we're also going to have Team 17. Cupcakes Kids, Nicole Bauer is the coach. And then we have Team 34. Fort Meade Yogis All-Stars, Arlen Holmes. 18 and under, 18 and under, 18 and under. Looks like it's all the division. Everybody here is going to be 18 and under. Divisions coming up right here. Just a moment right here on Inside Bowling. Glad you're with us. And I'm going to step away for just a second. I'll be right back.
got it done. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you. So far, so good. That was kind of rough there, but I think we're okay now. All right. Where'd Xavier go? Dad. Where'd Xavier go? Huh? Oh, come on. There we go. Give yourself room, Mike. Give yourself room, Mike. There he is. Give yourself an extra room. Let it roll. Let it work.
Eric, where did he put Jackson's equipment?
Take your time, Luke. Take a deep breath.
Stay focused. Don't forget to do the focus. Don't forget to move your feet.
Take it. Take it. Take it.
To all those that have purchased raffle tickets, anyone who has purchased raffle tickets, we will be making the drawing and we will be posting the winning numbers in various parts of the bowling alley. If you leave the bowling alley, please come back and look to see where the winning numbers are posted. If you have a winning ticket, please see my wife down behind 59 and 60.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if he's just consistently missing right or if it's like if he's actually trying to put it in that spot.
He's just consistently missing right.
All right, everybody, I am back. Action underway here.
Let's go, Steve. Let's go. Nice,
Apologize for the colors up on the scoreboards, but I guess in game 10, that's what our game's 9. That's what we get here. So Don't forget, all teams will advance to the single elimination bracket. Best of threes coming up. We'll have that for you. We'll have an awards ceremony about 1:30. And then all times Eastern, of course. We are in Delaware at Bowlerama. And we will then go right into the competition. And we will have all of the step ladder, all the championship matches right here on the live stream on these two pairs throughout the rest of the afternoon. Remember, we do have 3 divisions. We have the 15 and under, 18 and under, and the collegiate division as well.
Listen, coaches, please listen up. It is around 11:30. I'm going to ask, most of the teams are finishing up their 9th game. I'm going to ask everybody to please be back in the center by 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock.
So we got 167 posted up on the board here. We got possible 165 on 27. And scores a little bit lower here this game. Got Matthew Morey coming up here for the team dressed in Delaware. I do like that quite a bit. Remember, all these qualifying games are all for seeding in the bracket.
So I don't know if you heard. So I've asked everybody to come back around 1. So sometime around 1:30 we should be back to do the awards.
Okay. Looks like we'll be doing the awards somewhere like around 1:10-ish today. For those of you that are interested in that, which is in about an hour and 40 minutes from now. Pretty good shot there, just didn't quite get back. The good news for all these teams, they're still alive, no matter how good or bad they bowl. Seeding is important, but 2 out of 3 Baker should go pretty quick. I'm trying to count the amount of teams we have here. 15 and under. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope, 8. It's like 8. We have 8 in that division. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 24, 25 in the 18 and under division. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 in the collegiate division. So 15 and under finals will definitely be first on the live stream pairs. And then collegiate division, and then 18 and under will take the longest. But we will have competition and matches for you the whole time. And with that, we are just about to turn the page. One more shot. We're going to go into our final game on all 4 lanes. Final game underway on lanes 27 and 28 already. Strike to get things going here on lane 26. And 25 now. Maybe we'll see a 300 game. Unlikely, but you never know. We haven't even been close this weekend. It is pretty cool to see this many people show up to an event that has no singles portion at all. It's just all doubles, triples, and 5-person teams. It's a real weekend of team bowling. Splits the 8-9 on 25. Mr. Morley. Strike, spare, strike. Big double on the board. As we do begin to wrap up competition, I do want to take a minute again to say goodbye to you all for the 10 games of qualifying of Baker, but I do also want to thank the sponsors again. And it starts with Storm, our title sponsor. Head over to stormbowling.com. Next time you're considering a new bowling ball purchase, make sure you consider a Storm bowling ball or Rotogrip or 900 Global, the family of brands at SPI, Storm Products Incorporated. Also, we would like to thank the PBA Junior program, PBA Junior, an affiliate with this event. Also want to thank Leo Menendez and Amy Zimmerman from the Center for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery for their sponsorship and continued support of this weekend. Also some pro shops to thank: World Class Pro Shop, DKJ Pro Shop, Bowlers Mart, Double Up Pro Shop, which is located right here inside Bowlerama Lanes. Also would like to thank Bowlers Supply, Coolwick Turbo, the Coughlin Family, Vicky and David, Recruit Us, and the Danny Wiseman Scholarship Tournament. When we come back, everybody, it's going to be about 1:10 or 1:15 Eastern Time. We will be streaming the awards ceremony, and you'll get to see all the winners. And then we will immediately after the awards ceremony go into the bracket elimination, single elimination bracket, best 2 out of 3 Baker. So just a frame to go here. Nice shot there, 10th frame. Again, going for seeding. All the scores will be tabulated at the end of these 10 games. There have been no scores being tabulated along the way or being updated. So teams have no idea where they're at in the standings as opposed to like where they can finish or be in seeding. So the pins they get is where they will be seated. So we'll be back in about an hour and a half.
Okay, everyone who got photos from Jay or asked for photos from Jay, they are ready down in the kid zone. Please
right back
make
there.
sure you head down there. All the photos are ready.
And out now.
All right, last shot here for our Baker qualifying. Again, I'll be back in about an hour and a half with y'all to bring you the rest of the competition today as we crown our champions. We'll have a great award ceremony going over all the winners. I'll have it for you right here on our live stream. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to take a short break, give everybody a chance to grab some lunch, recharge the batteries. Nice finish there, 182 here in the Baker team qualifying. So on behalf of Deb and Billy Gaston and their tournament team and all the folks here at Bowlerama here in Newcastle, Delaware, including General Manager Jeff Benson, his entire staff, my name is Mike Flanagan. You've been watching continuing coverage of the 2023 Storm U.S. National Junior Team Challenge right here on Inside Bowling. And we'll be back with more bowling for you this afternoon in about an hour and a half. Have a nice break, everybody. We will see you shortly right here on Inside Bowling for more great competition here from the Baker Championships.